Hey there, YouTube surfers. Today I want to talk to you about the Champion Dual Fuel 4500 watt inverter slash generator. Now this thing will run on propane and gas. I have not ran it on propane yet, only gasoline. Yeah, I'm just going to talk about it a little bit. It's 3500 watt continuous, so it's 4500 peak. So when you got something plugged in, it can handle those 4500 startup watts of whatever it is. In my case, I'm going to be hooking my camper to it with this 30 amp plug. I can hook it directly to my camper without any type of converter. It's got two 20 amp outlets as well. And if you're wondering what this cord coming out of this is a ground wire. That there's a lot of confusing information about ground wires out there, but they say you're supposed to have one, which makes sense. Your house is grounded similarly with a rod if you look in your basement or wherever you have your wiring. But basically it's just a wire that connects to the ground. This is not included in the generator. You just stick it in the ground. It's supposed to prevent electric shock in the case of some sort of wiring malfunction within inside the unit. So yeah, I got this primarily for camping. It's a little bit heavy. It's about 100 pounds. And it's heavy, but it's a lot more lightweight than, say, for example, my home generator, or the one I use for my house, which is this beast. This is 8500 starting watts, and it weighs about 200 pounds. So you're not really going to want to take, you can take something like this camping, but you probably don't want to because of the weight, number one, and the noise. It's very loud. So that's the reason I got this. The other reason is sometimes, you know, you may be at a friend's house where they only have like a regular household circuit available. You don't want to run your air conditioner off of a normal 15 amp circuit. You could, I guess, but it's not recommended. You might be able to run off a 20 amp, not sure, I haven't tried that, but anyway, if you've got the 30 amp on here, you can power a 30 amp trailer, no problem. Anything in there you should be able to. I haven't tried it on my trailer yet, but I'll probably do a follow-up video regarding that. Also real quick, there's a 12 amp, there's like a cigarette lighter type output. This came with an adapter you can plug in there that has two USB ports for charging your phones and whatnot. So yeah, this thing is very quiet. In fact, I'll start it up real quick. So it's on fuel, so if you put it on choke, push the button, and you get some information here. That's it. I mean, it's that easy. It's got a battery inside, obviously, for the starter. This readout will toggle between different information. I have to get the manual. That's the hours. So I've got 1.8 hours on it. You're supposed to run it for 5 hours to break it in, and then you need to change the oil. So that's what I've kind of been doing. But yeah, it's very quiet. It's got this handle. I still have the plastic on it. And then you can just lift it and move it around pretty easily. I'm going to shut that off for now. But it's extremely quiet. I mean, it's night and day between my, what do they call it? Open frame, that's the word I was looking for. An open frame generator. Very quiet compared to that, and a lot lighter as well. It's also got a rip cord, or a pull cord, if you will. Ripcord's funnier to say, so I say ripcord. Fuel gauge. I didn't put much fuel in it because, you know, I want to make sure I use it up. I don't want to leave fuel in there. You know, pretty basic stuff. You need that gauge because you really can't see down in there how much fuel is in it. You kind of got to use the gauge. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about it. Like I said, it's about 100 pounds. Since I'm holding the camera, I can't. You got these lift handles. These are metal. Looks like a bird got that one already. You could, you know, if you're a person of average strength, you can lift this. It is a little heavy, but I was able to lift it out of the box, no problem. You know, both hands, obviously. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Here's the exhaust on the back. In the manual, there's some maintenance things you got to do. Oh, also, when I got it, you got to connect the battery. You got to take 2 screws, connect the battery. Also had to flip it on its back underneath. I'm not going to do it now because I don't want to scratch it up, but there's 4 screws you got to take out. There's some type of shipping screws, I think, to keep the engine or whatever stabilized during shipping. You got to take those out, connect the battery like I mentioned, and then most importantly put oil in it. And then run for 5 hours, change the oil, and you should be good to go. So yeah, so far happy with it. I'll probably do, like I said, I'll do a follow-up after I actually get to go camping with it here in a couple weeks. But I got this on sale at Amazon. I'll put links. It was around $700, which is an incredible deal. I think it's normally about $1,200. I got it on Prime Day. So I think they make a couple models. They make just a gasoline only model, which was a gasoline with no electric start, was about $700 regular price. And so I was able to get, you know, the dual fuel electric start for about the same price on Amazon Prime Day. So heck of a deal. That's about it. I think all I can say about it right now. Here's the box that it came in. It was very well packaged. Pretty thick foam here, so no issues there. Yeah. So I'll let you know how this thing works. Real quick, I forgot to mention the accessories it comes with. So you get your owner's manual, obviously, which is pretty detailed. You get a quick start guide, which is always helpful. Basically talks about, like I mentioned, opening the box somewhere, taking out the screws in the bottom like I talked about, putting the oil in. Oh, it comes with oil, by the way, which is nice. I guess you got to buy the second oil after you change it, but comes with a funnel. Very exciting. Comes with the hose to connect your propane. That's also nice. I'm not sure how long that is, maybe 4 feet or something. I'll have to try that out, see how that all works. And then some miscellaneous wrenches. I think one of them here is for the spark plug. I think this wrench will fit to hook the ground wire up and things like that. So yeah, it's pretty comprehensive kit. It's got everything you need except that second batch of oil. Alright, another quick follow-up. Oh, that looks weird on the screen, but so this is what it shows you. It shows you voltage, frequency, runtime, total runtime, and power meter. So this first runtime is for the current session, I guess. So U120 is the voltage. So as I mentioned, that's total runtime. So U122, that's voltage. H60 is hertz. Not sure how helpful that is. This is the time for the current session. That's for total run time, 1.8 hours. And I guess you don't get the power meter, maybe because I don't have anything plugged in right now. Also, real quick, this is eco mode, so that's why it's so quiet. If I turn that off, you see it revs up a little bit, but it's still not crazy loud. This is probably how loud it'll be, like if you're running a high demand thing, like an air conditioner or something like that. This is a reset button in case there's like an overload situation. I'll put that back on. This is so you can reset the circuit. And I believe this is like a low oil warning, or low oil warning indicator. And then you can see the load gauge right there. This will light up as you put more stuff on it. Let me grab a light and see if it even lights up. Alright, so I got a light plugged in. It's probably not drawing hardly anything though, so I don't see anything lighting up. There's a LED light, so anyway, if you get some heavier stuff on there, that'll show you your load. There we go. 74, it's going louder because I'm talking about. It's like 74 decibels, and this is no eco mode. No, really 69. It's not bad. And I'm really close to it. So let me go a little further away. So 59 decibels at 25 feet with a barrier between us. And it's not on eco mode, so it's at the loudest mode. Again, I don't know if it gets louder if you plug something in. It might. Don't know, but still, it's not bad. I think over 80 is where you start getting hearing damage for prolonged, if you have it, that loud for a prolonged period of time. So, pretty quiet. I mean, I'm not talking very loud at all. You can hear it, but it's not. Like I said, if you're like inside your camper, that noise is not going to bother anybody, especially if the AC is running. You're probably not even going to hear it.